before I get started with with the recipe, I got this package from a friend, TERRY&ALSpiritStslking, and thought I would show you guys what it is. That is so cool. Look, it's a dragon egg. I don't know, can you see it? Let me turn the light on. I don't know, can you see that? Isn't that neat? That is so cool. You can see the back. Wow. That is so cool. Thanks, Terry&Al. Hey everyone. I thought I would take you guys around the yard and show you some of the plants that are in bloom, or getting ready to bloom. Keep in mind, I haven't been able to work outside since December, so because of my foot. I hope you enjoy this. Okay, I wanted to show you some of my plants that I have in, this is in my bathroom window. It's just a frosted window. I have my spider plant. I have to repot this one because it's I need to chop down the roots because the stem's too long. So, and then it'll look much better. And then I have all my African violets. I have, this one is called a lipstick plant. You can see the flower right here. And I grew that from one piece. So I think it's pretty cool. And then, I don't know if you can see very good, but that's another trailing African violet. It's a semi-miniature. And then I have these two. This one here is yellow. I can't remember what it's called though. And then I have all these. I have them in glass containers because that's how I started them, some of them. So I just got to repot them pretty soon. Here's another, it's a miniature African violet. I think it's a semi-miniature, but it's pink. And the flowers look like a carnation. And then I have my Monstera from Marie. This here, philodendron. I bought the bird cage at a yard sale and just put it in there. I thought that was kind of a neat idea. And then in here, gosh, I can't remember what it's called offhand. My mind goes blank right now. There's two different plants in there. So, and that one's doing really good. Oh, the paintbrush. I have that because Sometimes I'll take the pollen off of one plant and put it on another to see if they'll get seeds on them. They've done it before, but I have a hard time growing violets from seeds. So, let me step back here. So that's what that part looks like. Let me pause, I'll show you some more. And here's another philodendron. This one's, gosh, probably 20 years old. We just keep cutting it back and letting it grow. So over here I have the all the violets that I started in the other video. I got these ones from Marie and Haley, these two. Well, there's a bunch of different plants in this one. I can't remember what they're all called. I should have wrote it down. So yeah, I'll look the name of that one up. Peace Lily, that's what it is. And there's a little bug, he's waiting to eat. Okay, keep in mind everything is a little weedy, so I haven't been able to do any weeding or anything. This is a bromeliad. Well, there's a bunch of them, but I believe it's called an Indian feather bromeliad. And it gets these really neat pink and purple flowers on them, and I don't see any in bloom. Well, this one's starting to. That'll turn purple when it's ready. Then over here I have it's called a beauty berry. Butterflies love it. There was just, I don't see where he went. There was a butterfly on here, but if you get enough berries, you can make jam out of it too. But you need quite a few. Over here I have all these mother-in-law plants. Mother-in-law's tongue, I think it's called. They usually bloom sometimes twice a year. You can see this is a flower from the fall. And the neighbor has them too. Over here, I don't know if you guys remember that cactus that I gave to Marie. That's how big it is. That thing's gotten huge. I have a bunch of plants in here. I have my lemongrass. And right here, I don't know if you can see, is the touch-me-not plant. And most of these I started from clippings. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it. Or bulbs. There's a bird of paradise. It's never bloomed. I have two of them, but That's a violet bush. I don't know if you can see the flower. And that's a type of a aloe, I think. And I have this rose bush. I really like this rose bush. It's white flowers on it. Oh, there you go. We're redoing the patio, so that's why it looks like that. And the cactus is actually in bloom right there. And let's see what else. That palm tree right there, I started from a seed. This here is amaryllis. Oh, it's getting a flower on it. I think this one's a red one. If we can keep the grasshoppers away, we get those black grasshoppers with an orange or a yellow stripe. They're called lugger grasshoppers. They get huge. But I have more amaryllis in here. And then these here are rain lilies. I have a bunch of them, but it looks like the grasshoppers, I got them planted all along here. The grasshoppers got to them. This is a crepe myrtle. It's different because it's got so much purple in it. And there's a hibiscus. I need to trim it, but I haven't been able to. And they got it's a type of a jade plant. I forget the name. There's another one too. I have a variegated one in there too. Let's see, there's more amaryllis up there. You can see that one's getting flowers on it. This is my ponytail palm, and it's getting ready to bloom. The flowers are going to be huge. I can't wait till it opens. Let's see what else. We have a ton of trees. I have more the cactus planted up there, and Norfolk Island pines. I have a couple of those, 4 of them. I have this is a peach colored crown of thorns, or maybe it's yellow. I think it turns peach. Pretty sure. And that one's red. I have another one in the backyard. And then I have, I don't know what that's called. And more vermilion reds. These ones haven't bloomed yet. They get tall orange flowers on them. And check out this tree. Look at all the moss on it. See? These are all the trees in our yard. well, in the front yard. And over here, I have, it's a giant umbrella tree. You can see it's pretty big. The pot keeps tipping over, so we have a pot there and a brick there, and it just keeps falling down. And this is the climbing rose. I think, yeah, this is the one where when we went to Marie's parents' cemetery, it was in bloom, so I cut a bunch of the flowers and took them. And then I have a bunch of different bromeliads in here. It's pretty packed. I don't want to reach in there because there's probably snakes in there. You can see this. I'll have to go around. And they do climb up the trees, as you can tell. See how cool that is. And this one grows like I don't know, can you see that? Like a spider plant. It just keeps getting babies on all over it. So eventually I'll get here to weed. And here's more bromeliads. There's two different kinds in here. You can see that one's growing up the tree. And branches of... Sometimes when the branches fall, I just throw them in here because it's good for the soil. This is in the hibiscus family. It's a roselle bush. Part of it froze, you can see. But it's coming back pretty good. And it gets pink flowers. You can eat the leaves and the flowers on it if you want. And then we have a fishtail palm. And this one here is not coming back. It's still alive. It's just not, for some reason, growing. There's a juniper. Look at this rose bush. I started this from a cutting. Isn't that pretty? And there's more green lilies and amaryllis. These are... Oh gosh, I can't remember the name. They get orange flowers with red polka dots on them. And this bush, I can't remember the name. I took the tag off and I don't know where I put it. But it gets white flowers on it. And there's my other Ugh, I'll think of it in a minute. This juniper, I planted here. It was really small when I got it. I think I got it on clearance, and you can see it's just gotten massive. And these bushes were here. There was a few of them, and this here, it's in the rubber tree family, but you can see that part of it froze from the frost that we had. And right here we have this was started from a cutting too. Some people call it a tulip tree, or no, it's an orchid tree. Oh gosh, oh, I'm not even pointing at it. You can see the flowers. See how pretty they are? And they'll get seeds on them. And there's a branch over there. I can't even reach, it's just the whole thing's in bloom. So that's pretty much most of the plants. I have a couple pineapples down there, and more of the violet bush. And there's an iris, the yellow. I don't know if you can see it right. See right in there. There's a yellow flower. There's a white iris over here, but it's not in bloom. It's right there. So let me pause this and I'll show you the backyard. Okay, out here I have, well, this part's kind of my herb section. I do have some dandelions planted. They don't grow very well down here. This here is lemon balm. It's really good for tea and spices. And over here I have, I can't remember what herb this is. It's not mint. It's oh, I can't think of it. Damn. Oh well. Over here is, these are chives. They're called garlic chives, and they're really good on potatoes and stuff. And let's see, there's my rosemary bush. I trimmed it back last fall. Some gladiolas planted. Now here's a hibiscus, but you can see the flower already closed up on it. This is a fern. I want to call it a horsetail fern, but that might not be right. And I have the orange rose bush over here. I bought that one. This was full. It was getting ready to bloom, but when it froze, everything froze on it, so we trimmed it back. And there's a smaller umbrella tree, or umbrella bush, and then a aloe vera, and there's another aloe vera. And these are some type of I think they're called hen and chicks, but don't quote me on that. I'll see if I can find them online. Yeah, I can't think of the name. And all my yuccas, I started from cuttings. This part here looks terrible, but on this plant. But here's more. You can see the aloe vera. See the spikes on it. They're pretty cool. They bloom every year, and it spread like crazy. This is another red climbing rose bush with a little tiny flower. There's this one's here. Here is a white rose bush. And then this. I can't pull it out. Ooh. I don't know. Kind of looks like it's pretty well had it. It's a blood. It's a vine. Blood vine? No. I'll think of it. And then this is the neighbor's plant. It's a damn. It's really gotten thick. I mean, look at all those. It's getting ready to bloom. It's got a little while yet, but you can see it's getting flowers all over it. And it goes all the way over their fence. This here, oh, these are already done blooming. We have 3 of them. Oh. It's a Carolina jasmine. Yeah, that's what it is. Carolina jasmine, and then this one here is a jasmine. And then over here I have a little section of plants. This is a rabbit's foot fern. My neighbor gave that to me. There's my staghorn, but stupidly I put these ground orchids in here. You know, they're really pretty. The flowers are, but it kind of took over this section of it. You can see it's pretty big. I've had it for, gosh, at least 20 years. It's so heavy that we can't get it any higher in the tree. This is a Phalaenopsis orchid. I just put it up here not very long ago. Then there's, I can't remember what the name of that orchid is. I got it from the orchid house. Ooh, getting ready to bloom. This is a dendrobium orchid. I put it in the tree last fall, and then I have a cactus growing up the side. You can see all that's what the moss does. It already bloomed and spread the seeds. Over here I have a bunch of ginger that the dogs kind of climbed in there and tore things up a little bit. And more of the they're ground orchids, but I can't remember the name. Up here, that's a cherry tree, but you can't eat the cherries off this one. This once it gets started, the whole thing will fill up with ginger. I have a couple different types of ginger. And then you can see how big those yuccas are. There's another ground orchid. It's pretty. This one's pretty big. I had another one, but it froze. And there's a orchid cactus down here that I got from Marie, and some bromeliads. Ooh, it's getting a big stem on it. I don't know if you can see. Hopefully these yuccas bloom this year. I don't know if they will or not. There's more, different types of yucca. There's a white rose bush. And sorry about the weeds, but I just can't come out here right now. And there's a the cactus I got from Marie. These ones are amaryllis, but they're white. I have orange, white, and red. And that's I believe this is called a Hawaiian ginger. There's one over there. I trimmed that one way back. It was up to the roof. But it gets really pretty flowers on it. And that's a Rose of Sharon. It's called. It's in the hibiscus family. I gotta transplant these. These are, well, that one is a Christmas cactus. This one's Rapsilis. This is another one, but a different kind. This is a night blooming orchid. I saved it from the garbage. It was huge, but it got bugs and ended up dying. This is another cactus. It blooms every year. There's a little tiny flower there. I can't hold it still. But it's pretty cool. This plant here, the Wandering Jew, I got from Henriette. And it's just gotten huge. Here's a Hoya. It usually blooms every year. Pink flowers. Here's the other. Crown of Thorns. Everything's such a mess right now. And here's begonia. One begonia that I have. And there's another one. It's gotten quite a bit bigger since I transplanted it. And over here is an orchid, a Phalaenopsis orchid. It's gotten pretty big. It's got another spike here. And see, I have this burrow's tail. I have it sitting here for now. There's two different kinds. It was huge, but it got knocked over and they all ended up dying. And this one, I don't know what this one is, but it's gotten pretty big. Over here, see, that's a ground orchid. I can't remember the name, and it's not in bloom. But it's supposed to be really rare. And I have a little tiny cactus there. This is where I keep my Venus flytraps. I have this here I got the seeds from one of the places that I went and filmed with Marie and Henriette. I can't remember the name offhand. This is a nun-orchid. You can see it's in bloom. And there's more amaryllis, the white ones. Over here I have, I think it's a Dracaena from Murray, some bromeliads, sorry if it's noisy. This is a butterfly bush. I have two different kinds in here, and I don't know how I managed to do that, but there's just plain purple. It's blurry. There. And purple and white. The lip on the plant, on the flower, is white, but butterflies love it. And it gets these orange or yellow berries. I think they're seeds, which I have to send some to somebody. There's quite a few on here. You can see how there. And there's another amaryllis. You can see all the leaves have fallen from all the trees. They just did that this spring, and they're starting to grow new leaves. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I have more, but maybe in another video I'll show you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little tour, so to speak, in the backyard. We have like 60 some trees in our yard, and believe me, it's a nightmare. But oh well.
at least we have a yard. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.